Hi everyone, welcome. I know it's been a hot minute since I have been live. So if you're watching this live, go ahead and put hashtag live. If you're watching the replay, go ahead and put hashtag replay in the comments. So I wanted to make a few announcements and just kind of riff a little bit about what's been going on in my world. So normally I do one video a week here on Facebook, and then we take that video and we spread it everywhere. And the landscape of social media has changed a lot. If you've been following me for a long time, you know that I got my start on, well, I started my business in 1997 and then went online in 2009 on YouTube. Had three or four YouTube channels. It's been a long time. Lots of channels. So in any case, then from there I went to Instagram and TikTok, and of course I've always been in my groups. I've got the Mastermind Mafia group, which is a private application only business mentoring group, and then my 1 Degree Shift mentorship group, which is the companion group to my 1 Degree Shift book. So, and it's for people who really want to just create lasting change in their life and who want to just get rid of the bullshit and get rid of the stuff that's keeping them from being happy. So I'm always going to be doing those groups. But in any case, over the last several months, there's been a lot of shifts going on in my life, a lot of shifts going on in my business, and Facebook just isn't what it used to be. When I create content with the intention of helping as many people as possible. And it just feels like Facebook right now is kind of a ghost town. I'll go live or I post videos and the views are very down. The engagement is down. Even with paid sponsorship and all this other stuff, it's still, and I want to go where I can help people. And yes, I know that some of you watch my videos absolutely every single time that I post one or every single time that I go live, but I'm here to make a big impact, a huge impact. And so for those of you who are following me on TikTok and Instagram, you know that I'm very, very active on those platforms. And you know, if you've been paying attention on here, that I always share my TikToks on Instagram and on Facebook. And that's not going to change. But what is going to change is I'm not going to go live every single week. I used to go live almost every single day. And then I switched it to a few times a week, and now it's just once a week. And so I really feel like my energy is best served other places. So what does this look like for all of you who do come here onto Facebook and watch my videos? Well, first and foremost, I'm still around. I'm not leaving my business. Although I'm going to talk about that in just a second. But I am still going to be on other platforms. I'm just not going to go live here on Facebook every single week. I might get a wild hair up my butt and go live if I feel like I've got something really important to say for the Facebook group. However, what is shifting is I am going to start to create a podcast, and there's going to be a few videos, or not videos, there's going to be a few audios at first, basically kind of prepping my audience for who I am, what I'm doing. And then I'm actually going to take all the videos that I've done thus far here on Facebook, rip the audio, and have someone put the intro, outro in and create a podcast. And basically get everybody up to speed on my podcast for everything that we've been talking about this year. Because this year we've been mirroring my book, all the content and topics that are in my book, but we're digging deeper into it. And this is what we talk about in the 1 Degree Shift tribe. So if you're not part of the tribe, click the link in the comments, join us, because you are missing out on just crazy, amazing awesomeness. And so in any case, I'm shifting from Facebook to a podcast, and yeah, so I'm still gonna go live inside of my private group, which is my 1 Degree Shift Tribe. For those of you who are enrolled in my VIP day on Saturday, August 14th, I'm gonna be live for 6 hours that day. If you don't know what that is, August 14th, which is a Saturday, I'm gonna go live for 6 hours in our Zoom room, and I'm gonna help you declutter your home. So I'm gonna help you either declutter one area of your home or as many areas as you want to tackle. It's freaking epic. Normally for a 6-hour VIP day, it's $2,500. If you want to join us, it's only $85. So I'm sorry, $89. It's crazy. I'll actually post the link right now for the VIP day event if you want to join us. Like I said, normally a VIP day is $2,500, but hang on, I'm posting it right now for you guys. I got to bring up Facebook on my laptop. But like I said, it's only going to be $89 to join, which is like nothing. Nothing. Okay, so I'm posting this from my, well, here, let me just a second. Hang tight, guys. I gotta switch profiles because I'm on my personal account right now on my laptop. So anyway, let me know if you guys have any questions about this. Okay. All right. VIP day decluttering event. So some of you, and I've been talking about this a lot lately, but for those of you who are interested in figuring and wanting to know why I'm talking so much about decluttering lately, well, in order for you, and so, okay, I've been working with people since 1997. That's going on 24 years. And one of the things that is true, and I've seen this like thousands of times in all the clients that I've worked with, when you clean up your environment, your whole life changes. Your whole life changes. You start to have more time. Like so many people will say, well, I just don't have time to do this, or I just don't have time to do that. Well, it's typically because you're busy doing other things, like you're busy managing the stuff that you have in your home. So and this is one of the things that I talk about in my book. And one of the things I talk about in my book, okay, first and foremost is where are you? Where do you want to be? And this gap in you know, all this bridge here, this gap in between where you are and where you want to be is that messy middle that's keeping us from getting really what we want. And that's what this whole book talks about. That's what we talk about inside of the 1 Degree Shift Tribe. Every single month we look at a different topic. The month of August, we're looking at habits. We've looked at priorities. We've looked at standards. We've looked at getting unbusy, which that was a freaking epic month. We've looked at all kinds of amazing things. And like I said, one of the easiest ways to see change in your life is to declutter something. Declutter a room. Get rid of all the shit that you're not using, because everything that you have in your home requires your attention. It requires your time. If you have 25 pots and pans and you really only use like 5, why are you keeping all of the other ones? If you have 4 bedrooms packed full of shit and you only really use 2 bedrooms, you can declutter. Like, I promise you, you're not gonna die if you get rid of some sheet sets, I promise. So when people start to declutter their homes, again, what happens is they realize that they have more time on their hands. They realize that they have more energy. They have less stress. It's proven. It is scientifically proven. When you have visual clutter, your cortisol levels raise. So cortisol is your stress hormone level. The more stress you have, the harder it is for you to get a good night's sleep, the more weight that you gain. And just stress causes a whole bunch of crap going on in your body. And we don't want that. So that's one of the reasons why I've been focusing so much more on decluttering, because that is the easiest way to see a shift. Now, once you start to declutter and everything kind of starts to calm down a little bit and you're just like, oh, hey, so now that I've got this dealt with and my clutter at bay, now I actually feel that expansiveness. Now I actually feel like I have the energy, the mental and the physical energy to do those things that I really want to do and to tackle those things that I wanted to tackle and take the time to invest in myself instead of managing all the crap that you have in your house. You know what I mean? So, what you can expect from the podcast. And the podcast is going to be on iTunes. It's going to be on Spotify. I think there's going to be a couple other places. And of course, on my website. And we're going to talk about all kinds of fun stuff. Now, the cool thing about the podcast is I don't have to be sitting here in front of a camera. Like, those of you who are in my groups know that we riff on some amazing topics when I'm walking my dog. So in my groups, we have what's called Voxer, which is a kind of like a walkie-talkie app. And every morning I get up and I walk my dog between 5 and 6 o'clock a.m. And I'll jump into Voxer and I'll riff about a certain topic or whatever. And it is so good. And people they're like, oh my God, Flora, you're freaking blowing my mind. And so part of that, I want to actually put some of those riffs or just intentionally create a riff while I'm doing that. It's called like the walk and talk, whatever. But, and share that with you on my podcast. And that's something that I can't do here in Arizona. I used to do it back in the day when I was living in Wisconsin, but here my phone will die because it's just too hot during the day. In the morning, it's fine. But I can't do the walk and talk thing during the day outside here because it's just too hot and my phone will go and die. It overheats. So in any case, I'm really looking forward to the podcast. I really think that it's going to serve you a lot better. I will keep doing videos. I mean, like I said, I'm just not going to plan my videos every single week and come on here. Because like I said, the landscape of Facebook has changed so much. The landscape of social media has changed so much. And one of the things that I really love about audio is you can take me anywhere. Wherever you are, you can listen to it. There's a lot of the times where we can't watch videos. And it just makes it hard if you're not sitting in front of your computer or you're not at a place where you can actually look at your device or look at your phone when you're like listening or watching. You just can't do it. And so, like I said, I'm here to move the masses. I am here to help people create a life that they're excited about. So this is going to kind of bring me to my business. And for those of you who have been paying attention, I'm not quitting my business. So just FYI. But for those of you who have been paying attention, you know that this last 6 months or so, this last year kind of, I've pretty much burned my business to the ground. Like I literally stopped doing like 95% of what I was doing simply because it just didn't feel in alignment anymore. I stopped offering like literally most of the stuff that I do. I actually split my website into two. So now I have two websites. I have my main florasage.com website, and then I have a second website called energycords.com. And my energycords.com website is about the manifesting woo-woo, psychic stuff, all that stuff. So that's not going away. Like some people are like, oh my God, where's your readings? Because there are some people that book readings every single month, or people that will come to me periodically for a reading. So that is still on my energycords.com website. So you can get my psychic certification, the Psychic 101 class, my quantum bliss activation for those of you who do energy work with me. So all the woo-woo stuff is on my energycords.com site. For those of you who haven't seen it, I'll actually post it in the comments. Energycords.com. And then my main stuff, my 1 degree shift work is still on my florasage.com site. So several years ago, I'm actually going to share something with you. So several years ago, I was at a business, what would you call it? event. It was like an intimate mastermind business building retreat, kind of something. Anyway, so during that particular event, one of the ladies that was speaking had us do like this little kind of visualization / meditation / future trip. And she's like, 5 years from now, where do you see yourself? And well, okay, where do you see yourself? Are you still in the same business or in the same company? What are you doing? And I just said, okay, am I in the same business? Yes and no. What am I doing? And I just put the 1 degree shift. Now, this was before my book was published. This was while I was in between editors, because it was in the editing phase for about 3 years. And it was written 2 years before that. And so my book was like 5 years in the making. This book was like 5 years in the making. And and so whenever I kind of had that realization where it was just the 1 degree shift stuff, I was like, wow. Now, yes, for those of you interested, I am still doing business coaching, but that is just on a case-by-case basis. I do have the application up, of course, in my link, which a lot of you guys know. Some of you have filled it out. Some of you are on my waiting list for when I activate my Mastermind Mafia Mastermind again, which is a private, high-level mastermind. But I really, like, just my main platform, I really, truly want to be the 1 degree shift, because this is something I've been teaching literally forever. And this has changed lives, and it is changing lives for people who are just coming in contact with this work. Those of you who know me, some of you, I see your names popping up. Some of you have known me literally my entire life. Like Shauna, we went to school together. We went literally through kindergarten all the way through 12th grade together. We're still friends. She was just down here a few months ago. We hung out, listened to a band and danced, and it was all kinds of fun. And she can attest, like, legit, I have been teaching this stuff my entire life. And this is my life's work. And not everything is in the book. Some of the stuff you're only going to get inside of the 1 degree shift tribe. And some of the stuff is going to be in the 5-year, what do you call it? Updated edition or expanded edition, whatever it's called, but whatever. Anyway, and people do that on purpose. Like, they publish things in a book and they don't actually publish everything in there. So, but in any case, so, that's kind of what's going on in my world. Let me know if you have any questions. I see that there are some people saying, just a second, I'm gonna click on the link so that I can see, just a minute, I'm gonna see y'all's comments. Yay! Hello, Shauna. Hello, Hanai. I think that's how you pronounce your name. Lindsay said, I've noticed that about Facebook being like a ghost town. I felt it. I thought it was just to do with the pandemic. Yeah, it's been like that for a lot of people. Hi, Marita. Yay, so good. Hi, Michelle. Oh my gosh, I'm excited to have you guys back into the 1 degree shift tribe. Hi, Lindsay. Kuehl, thanks for the heads up. I love that you use Kuehl. I use that all the time. It's so good. Hi, Pamela. Hi, so good. Yes, the podcast will be available, like I said, on iTunes, on Spotify, and I think a couple other places. Hi, Dee Dee. Yes, I agree. Facebook changed, and therefore, IDK, or I didn't know you're on now, or just logged in and found you now. Woohoo! Yay. Yeah, I've been all over the internet for a long time. Since like 2009. Yes, podcasts, pretty much you can listen to anywhere. So, and that's, like I said, I'm here to help people, as many people as possible. Back in the day, I used to say, oh, if I can just help one person, fuck that. I want to help millions of people, okay? Seriously. And a podcast has way more reach. I'm able to, yeah, like I said, I'm able to help more people. And I'm not the bigger, it's, you know, like, it's time to go big or go home. I'm not that type of person typically, but I feel this deep need for the work that I'm doing, simply because the people that are working with me are just, their lives are changing exponentially, and they're like, holy shit, Flora, I can't believe I'm so happy. I can't believe I'm finally getting out of debt. I can't believe I'm finally losing weight. I can't believe I finally found that dream job. Like, these are the things that are going on in the world of my 1 Degree Shift Tribe members that I want, not only for you guys that are watching, but everybody else. And I know there's not one person that is for everyone, but because my energy is very different. Like, I'm very animated. I'm very, well, you guys know me. I'm me. Like, this is who I am, right? And so I'm actually going to bring up the link for the 1 Degree Shift Tribe so you guys can check it out. But I mean, this is the thing, is that when you recognize that people are, just a second, I can't type and talk at the same time. Okay. So when you realize, when you're someone who wants to help people, let's just say that you're like a traveling nurse or a traveling dental hygienist, and you see a need in the community and you have the time, what do? Typically, you'll go travel to that place and you'll help people, right? Yes. Well, I've seen that a lot of people just don't do Facebook. A lot of people don't do Instagram. A lot of people don't do TikTok, but a shit ton of people do podcasts. So like I said, right now, my main focus is TikTok. And then I go onto Instagram every day. I post every day. I cross-post everything. So if I do something on TikTok, it will be posted on Instagram and on Facebook. And next week, my team is getting ready to post all of my TikToks on YouTube. So I literally cross-post everything. And then sometimes we'll post some things on LinkedIn. But, not everybody is on all those platforms. But like I said, there's so many people on podcasts, and they reach so many people, and I'm here to help the masses. And so if you are on my email, okay, if you're not on my email list, click the link, any of the links in the, the florasage.com link that says 1 Degree Shift Tribe, click on there, sign up for my free gift so that you're on my newsletter list so that you'll know when my podcast goes live. We actually just did a survey. We surveyed all the people who have purchased in the past, and we bribed you guys with $100. It's like, take the survey and enter to win $100. And a ton of you filled out the questionnaire, and that was one of the things that we discovered, is that Facebook isn't really the place to be anymore. I mean, I like Facebook for my groups. Like, we have a main hub for the 1 Degree Shift Tribe, and we do some of our events there, but then some of our other events are on Zoom and over the phone. So, and then of course on Voxer, as I mentioned earlier. But I mean, it's just one of the things is that as a business owner, again, I'm here to be of service and to help as many people as possible. So again, if you're not in our group, jump in here. I would love to have you. And we got a regular, we have a VIP. The VIP, they get like everything. The regular is just for people who don't want that extra service, who don't want that extra time with me. And but this, you still want the benefit of our spiritual classes that we have every month, our group coaching, our lunch and learn. So what the lunch and learn is, because I know I've gotten questions about this before, the lunch and learn is where we look at the topic for the month. So this month is habits. And so what I did was I introduced the topic, and then we dove deep and we workshopped it. And so it's not just me lecturing, it's you guys actually writing down, like, okay, so answer this question in your journal. And everybody has a dedicated notebook that they use. Like, you can just use a random notebook for these lunch and learns. And like I said, people are just like, oh my God, this is freaking blowing my mind. It's just crazy. It's so good. And so, yeah, just allow yourself to just say, what kind of life am I living right now? Am I happy with it? Am I not happy with it? And the thing is the 1 Degree Shift method is all about figuring out where you are, where you want to be, and then clearing out the bullshit in the middle that's keeping you stuck or keeping you or preventing you from taking that next step forward. That's it. I mean, it's super simple. Where am I at? Where do I want to be? What's one thing I can do to get there? And a lot of the times you don't even have to take an assessment of where you are because you're very hyper focused on where you are. It's literally, what's one thing I can do to move forward? And sometimes we don't know that entire staircase. We don't know all of the steps that we take, and we shouldn't know it. I mean, that's the beautiful thing about spirit, because spirit just is like, woohoo, I have some surprises. And so we just know that one next step to take, and then we take that next step and we're like, oh, hell yeah, what's the next one? What's the next one? And that's the cool thing about it. And so inside the 1 Degree Shift Tribe, every single month, yes, we do have focused topics that we look at, but also you have the live group coaching. You have the VIP 90-minute hot seat group coaching and group readings. You know, we have extra events. Like I mentioned earlier, we have the decluttering event. So Saturday, August 14th, we're gonna do a 6-hour VIP day decluttering event for anybody who wants to declutter their house. Because like I said, that's like the easiest, number one, fastest way to clear stuck energy and to get your head right. If you're feeling overwhelmed, if you're feeling pissed off, if you're feeling like life is against you, clear some shit out. Seriously, get a trash bag, start chucking it, or recycle it, or whatever. Drop it off at Goodwill or a thrift store or whatever, but test it out. Like, seriously, try to prove me wrong. Test this out. If you're feeling stuck in your life, grab a bag or a box and declutter a room, or grab several bags or several boxes depending on the state of your home. But declutter a space and you're gonna start to feel better. You're gonna sleep better. You're gonna feel like you have more time, more energy. Of course, after you're done decluttering, you might feel a little bit tired. That's normal. But in any case, you know, that's one of the reasons why. So our VIPs get access to that event automatically because they're VIPs. Hi, Brandon. I lived in Cape Town for a little hot minute in 2003. Fabulous. Oh my God, your bries are amazing. The brie, I think that's BRI or BRY or something. It's basically like your cookout. Oh, there's nothing like it. It's so good. I miss that. I think of South Africa often, actually. I actually lived in Milnerton. I'm sure you know where that's at. But in any case, so that's that. So let me know if you guys have any questions. You know, I mean, life is full of changes, and you guys who have been following me for a really hot minute. Yes, Bri or BRAA. Okay, so good. Well, yeah, I used to love going to those, bring our little basket full of like all the treats and then wine and whatever. And I'm gonna tell a random story to Brandon here. So the first time I went to a bride, they're like, you bring the pudding. I'm like, okay. Here in America, pudding is like a gelatinous, flavored, milky thing. It's usually made with like cream or milk and some type of flavoring and whatever. Anyway, I didn't realize it was dessert. So I go to this grocery store and I'm looking around. Obviously, I was looking lost. And the guy was like, can I help you? And I'm just like, I'm trying to find pudding. And he's like, oh. And he shows me this giant dessert section. Well, so it wasn't super giant, but it was like a big dessert section. I'm like, no, like pudding. Like, and I was trying to describe this. And he was like, no. He's like, pudding is dessert. And I was like, oh, I didn't know that. And I didn't know how many people were going to be here. And I was like, okay, I thought it was just gonna be like a few of us. So I bought like this little cake. It was like this big around and like this tile, and it wasn't very big. There was like 15 people there, and I was like, oh my God, I totally did not bring enough dessert. And they're like, no, it's good. And they like cut it into like tiny little slices, and it was actually perfect. But yeah, I was like, I had no idea pudding was dessert. So Armando said, was just getting used to do. I'm not going away, Armando. I am just shifting gears and moving to a podcast. And Mary, I just got done sharing. What the dealio is. It's just going to be the Flora Sage show, so nothing super fancy. Like I said, if you're not on my email list, jump on my email list. I will be still posting stuff here. I'm just not going to go live every week, simply because honestly, Facebook is kind of a ghost town. So Oh my God. Yes, you totally need to be on my podcast too. Yes, that was the pudding versus dessert. I was like, oh my goodness, really? Yeah. So, not my most shining moment, but I love it. Let me see. Just chiming in. What's the name? Okay, yep. So, but, oh my gosh, hang on. Where did I just see that? Just a second. I just saw, Samantha, you work on a Carnival cruise line? That's so cool. I love it. I love it. So, in any case, like I said, I cross post everything everywhere. So if you guys see, so basically, like, you don't have to unlike my page, because anything that I post on TikTok, my cat is coming to say hello. Anything I post on TikTok or Instagram will be cross posted here on Facebook as well as on YouTube. To get everything up to date, jump on my email list. 15 years in the industry. That is epic. That is so epic. I follow somebody on TikTok who is a chef on a little tiny yacht. It's kind of insane. I love watching all the meals. I'm kind of a foodie, so it's kind of exciting. But yeah, so, oh yeah, dang it. Well, depending on what avenue that you're in, you could see if you could do it privately for people. Like I said, I follow somebody who is a private chef on a private yacht for a family, and they go out on 30-day excursions. It's nuts. It's kind of exciting. So yes, I will keep everybody posted. I'm not leaving media in general. Like I said, I'm just not going to be posting or doing weekly videos here. Y'all know me. I'll get a wild hair at my butt and come on here and talk for like 2 hours. You guys know me by now. So, hello, Kitty. But yeah, so like I said, jump on my newsletter. You can go to, hang on, let me post it here. florasage.com. Jump on my, if I could type. So jump on my newsletter there. Also recognize that we are like inside the 1 Degree Shift Tribe. If you guys are not in the 1 Degree Shift Tribe, it's only $97. And some of you might be like, that's not a little bit, that's kind of a lot. Well, it is, but then it's not, just depending on how you view it. Like for $97 a month, you get the What's Up Wednesday call. Well, first of all, you get instant access with the community who is working on creating their best life. And I know that sounds really freaking cheesy, but it's for people that are just like, they're investing in their future. And so you get our spiritual training every single month. It's called What's Up Wednesday. It's a spirit-led call. And then you also get our Lunch and Learn workshop. The Lunch and Learn workshop is at the usually the first or second Wednesday of every month. And we talk about a new topic each month. And we dig deep into it. And it's 90 minutes. And it's not just me lecturing. It's me expressing or sharing certain topics and then little prompts and stuff. And then we workshop it. And so, no, my podcast will be live in September. So not September 1st. I'm going to be in Hawaii then. We're actually coming back from Hawaii the second week of September. So after the second week of September, it will be live. So yeah, okay, yep. Just pay attention to whatever the social medias that you're on with me, and you'll see when it's announced. But yeah, so our Lunch and Learn is 90 minutes. Typically, sometimes it's a little bit longer, but it's a workshop. It's where we really dig deep into certain topics. And like I said, the aha moments that happen during those are just nuts. Now, some people work, some people don't work. Some people work at home. And so whether you watch them live or watch the replay, you still get value from them. And then, like I said, we also have our Voxer, which is like a walkie-talkie app. So I'm in there in your ear all week, supporting you, helping you, answering questions. It's amazing. And then, oh, thank you, Nicole. I love you too. Yay. And then the VIPs actually have what's called the VIP lounge. So they get extra coaching and extra support. And then you also get the group coaching. And that's typically an hour, sometimes a little bit more depending on, because I really want to make sure that I support everybody. And then if you're a VIP, you also get another 90-minute group session with me as well, where you can ask all the questions. So plus, like I said, you can ask questions all month long and get support and coaching all month long. So getting coaching and support for $97 a month is like unheard of. Unheard of. So, I mean, it really just depends on how you view your future and if you're okay with where you're at. And like one of the things we were talking about for habits is I had them look at what are your daily habits, and are those habits helping you or hindering you from creating the life that you want? Because habits are formed, and I talk about this in my book. I actually have a whole section about habits. It's 3 full chapters about why we form habits. And the reason why we form habits is because it saves energy. It conserves energy. When we are doing anything new, my cat is rubbing up against my laptop. I apologize, Kitty. So that's why it's like shaking. It's not an earthquake, it's just my cat, people. Come here. Here, Kitty. Come here. So, this is baby Kitty. He's 16. So, in any case, anytime that we do anything new, our prefrontal cortex is firing, trying to find patterns. Once it finds a pattern that we think we might repeat, it shoots it back to the basal ganglia, which is kind of the energy, or it's where all of our habits are stored. And so all of our neural pathways, aka synapses, are stored for later use. And then when we start to do something that we've done in the past, then all of a sudden the basal ganglia is like, dude, I totally know how to do this. I've got it, you know, and it saves energy. And so our whole life is habits. Our whole life is made up of a series of habits that we do. And so if you have a life that you're not happy with, let's look at your habits. Let's look at your day-to-day and ask yourself, do these habits actually support me, or are they hindering me? Are they moving me along and bringing me towards that future dream that I want, or are they keeping me stuck where I'm at? And like I said, this is one of the things that we've been digging into all month long. And I know it's only the 6th of August, but all year we've been digging into amazing topics. And so I actually had someone message me the other day. She's like, shit, I feel like I'm so far behind. If I join, like I've missed out on like 7 months worth of stuff. And I'm like, don't worry about it, because everybody comes in at a different place, and not everybody is going to have major aha moments for each topic. But when you do have that topic that all of a sudden you're like, holy shit, like this is that thing that has been holding me back, then it's nuts how easy that shift is for you. And Brendan said, your energy is contagious. Thank you. I've been like this my whole life, you know, and that's one of the things that I hear from people that meet me in person. They're like, oh my God, you're just like you are in your videos. And I'm like, and I've always said this, I'm like, well, I don't know who else to be. I mean, this is me. So, yay. So thank you for that. I appreciate it. But yeah, like I said, you know, inside of the 1 Degree Shift Tribe, we, every day, every week, every month, we have so much amazing interaction, and it's just incredible. So if you've been thinking about joining, join us. I'll post the link again in the comments, because like I said, you know, it's incredible seeing the shift. And it's like I said, it's only $97. And that's one of the things is, you know, I've had some people say it's expensive, and then other people ask me, why is it so cheap? Like what? And I mean, you can do the, like, so, okay, the VIP is $247, but you also get significantly more for the $247. So again, it's up to you. I'm here to serve you at whatever level. Samantha says, yes, I've just ordered your book. I also received a book called Atomic Habits. Not sure if you have an opinion on it. Along the exact same as what you say as well. Yes, Atomic Habits is very good. One of the things that I noticed is all of the habit books miss the final piece of the loop. Hang on. I'm going to share with you. So for those of you who do have the book, you can, oh my gosh, hang on. I always think it's earlier in the book and it's not. Okay, so on page 81, if you guys have the book, page 81, I actually talk about all 5 segments of the habit loop. We've got cue, craving, routine, reward, and that's where Atomic Habits stops. They don't talk about the result. The result is that thing that trips us up. Because if you're doing something and the result is not what you want, it really does a number on your mindset. You start to question your self-worth. Your self-confidence goes in the shitter sometimes. And you're just like, what the hell? And so looking at the result is huge, because if you're getting a result that's favorable, that you want, what's going to happen? You're probably going to keep doing that habit, right? Yes. However, if you're doing something and you're not getting the result that you want, what happens is you start to flounder, you start to flail, you start to think, fuck, what am I doing wrong? And so, and I talk about this also in the spiritual section of this. Let me see. Hang on. I talk about it in chapter 14 called Spiritual Laws. What you focus on grows. That's called the law of increase. What you focus on is going to grow. And so when you look at the results of anything that you do, any habit, and it's the result that you don't want, it's kind of, excuse the vernacular, it's kind of a mind fuck, because you're like, what the hell? Like, why is this not working? What am I doing wrong? And you're focusing on that. And so what's going to happen is you get more of what you don't want. But when you focus on the result and say, okay, so this isn't the result that I was hoping for, let me try something new. But most people don't do that because we get stuck in our heads, we get just stuck. And so allowing yourself to recognize that the habit loop is really contingent on not just your motivation, but the result that you're getting from what you're doing. It's huge. And like I said, no other book about habits talks about the result aspect of it. So Nicole said, I'm 40 and not happy. You need to join the 1 Degree Shift tribe. I'm telling you, because oh my gosh, we will help you get happy. And I actually have a chapter in my book called Chasing Happiness. Happiness truly comes from within. And like I said, if you're just in a space where you just feel like everything is just like, you're not miserable, but you're just not happy. Things are good, but they're not great. They're just kind of like, meh, you are the perfect person. If that's you, whoever's watching this, Nicole, Michelle, Ada, whoever, Brendan, if you guys are just feeling kind of meh about life, then this group is for you, because it truly allows you to figure out why life is just kind of and then helps you pinpoint those things that are getting in the way of you figuring out what you really want. And sometimes it's hard for us to figure out what we want, especially when we feel like we've done so much and like, why am I not farther along than where I'm at? Like, what the hell? Like, again, you're thinking, well, what am I doing wrong? Why is this not working? And all that stuff. And so helping you kind of regroup and look at, well, wait a minute. Okay. Where am I at? And getting like brutally honest with yourself. And I'm not saying that you're not honest with yourself now. I'm just saying that when you look at things from a slightly different vantage point, you start to see where you might have been kidding yourself and maybe kind of stroking your ego and being like, well, I'm really just not happy and this is why. And sometimes going to that level of honesty with yourself sometimes can be a little bit like a punch in the gut by yourself, because you're like, damn, and then you're like, okay, so now that I've taken an honest assessment about where I'm at, where do I really want to be? And the cool thing about this, and you guys, this is freaking nuts. And I share in my book about what happened when I did this with myself, where I assessed where I really wanted to be and what I thought, like my dream life and what success actually looked like. I thought it was this big house and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, and every time I said it, my energy dropped. And I'm like, fuck, I don't like this. This doesn't feel good. And then I realized, because I actually had a mentor of mine point that out, and I'm like, dang, okay. So let me get honest with myself about what I really do want. And I realized that I thought, based on everything that I was seeing from everybody else, that that's what you should want when you're successful or whatever it is. And I'm like, I don't want a big house. Like, I like small houses. I like small yet, bright light houses, and I'm just like, and now like my partner and I, we're minimizing so that next year, this time, we're going to be in an RV. And I am so freaking excited. Oh my God, you guys, RVs are so pimped out now. I'm like, what? This is like fabulous flooring, giant king size beds, huge kitchens. I'm like, dude. And then I can like go travel and just be wherever. Then I can come see you guys. Yay. We could do like events and stuff all over the country. So yeah, like I'm super excited about it. So in any case, like success is going to look different for you than it is for me. And it's going to look different from the person across the street and from your mom and your dad and your siblings and your aunts and uncles and whomever, your caregivers. Like success and your dream life is going to look different, but you have to like get rid of all the stuff that you've been programmed to think that you want and really ask yourself, what do I really want? And then when you can get really honest with yourself about what you want, boom, you got both of the pieces of the puzzle that you need. This, like, think of this as a GPS. This is where I'm at. This is what I want. Okay, perfect. And then all you got to do is ask yourself every day, what's one thing I can do to get closer to here? That's it. One thing. And the whole 1 Degree Shift tribe is all about getting clear about that one thing and taking action. Now, like I said, this whole book clears up this messy middle. It helps you identify the bullshit that gets in the way from you taking that next step. And like I said, a big part of it is clutter. Clutter. Because people don't have people over because their houses are messy. They spend way too much time managing all the crap in their house. Now I've got crap in my house too. Okay, I'm still working on minimizing. But it's one of those things that if you find yourself constantly bombarded by stuff and you're constantly busy and you have no free time, you got to declutter. And like I said, that's one of the reasons why I created my 6-hour decluttering extravaganza on August 14th. So I'll actually repost that link. I'll find it in the comments. But normally a 6-hour VIP day, like a private VIP day, is $2,500. So hang on, I'm finding it. Okay, here it is. So if you are interested in decluttering your house to build momentum in your life, then click the link in the comments. Join us for the 6-hour VIP day. It's on a Saturday. I did that on purpose. And Nicole said, yes, I am in clutter hell. I feel your pain. Like, I've been helping people declutter their homes since 1997. So that's going on 24 years. And this VIP day is awesome. We're going to meet in Zoom. We're going to have a Zoom room and we're going to be live. And the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to share with you a little bit about how to prep for the day. You're also going to get an email with some information on kind of how to mentally prep, but we're going to prep for the day. I'm going to share with you what you can expect, how everything is going. You can focus on like 20 to 30 minutes per room and do like kind of a quick clean, like a quick declutter. Or you can say, I'm going to tackle this one main room and then just go all in. Now, the cool thing about going live with me on Zoom is you can like unmute yourself and you can ask me questions like, okay, Flora, and you can like show me your shit and you'd be like, okay, this is what I'm dealing with. Where do I start? Or I'm struggling between throwing this out or keeping this or whatever, like help. So that's the cool thing about this VIP day is you literally can ask me your questions live for 6 whole hours. So it's really exciting. And I've had so many requests for this that we're probably going to start doing it every month. I'm not making a promise, but we're going to see how this first one goes. And if all goes well, then we can do this, because clutter makes babies. Like, you put something in the closet and then you open it and the shit like multiplies. You're like, really? I don't remember putting 4 of these things in here. You know what I mean? I think we've all been there. So yeah, so the cool thing about possibly doing these every month is, if you are a VIP member of the 1 Degree Shift Tribe, VIP members automatically get added to the group. They're just in. That's just part of their perk as being a VIP. If not, then you can enroll every month. It's $89 for the decluttering event. Yeah, so hi Tara. Hi. I love it. And the shit makes babies. It does. Like, oh my goodness. Okay, so let me see. Samantha says $97 per month is amazing, or is absolutely an amazing price considering the value of what you're receiving. Sorry for the ones that disagree, but I spend more on coffee a month. Exactly. Yes. So, I mean, it's, you know, and also the 1 Degree Shift Tribe is just taking off. It's not a super old group. Like, we've only had it for just a few months this year. Well, actually since January, I should say that. We've had it since January, and I haven't done a ton of promoting of it. And those of you who've been with me for a long time, who kind of stalk my pages, you just jumped right in and you're like, hell yeah, let's do this. And it's just been nuts. And so starting in September, we are going to start promoting it much more. But like I said, you know, every single month, there's just so much transformation and so much change and so many shifts that happen. And that's just the thing too, is it's not like these people are not taking massive action. They're literally just taking one tiny shift every single day. And I want you to think about, okay, you have a giant empty bowl, and every day you pop 1 kernel of popcorn and you put it in the bowl, okay? Or you take 1 orange and you put it in a bowl, or 1 lemon, or 1 potato, whatever it is. Maybe not potatoes, because those go bad quick. But in any case, so over time, and so every day you put a kernel of popcorn in there, or you put an orange or whatever, over time, all of a sudden you're gonna have a full bowl, right? And so years and years ago, probably like 20 years ago, I heard Bob Proctor say, if you take a car and you go from the West Coast to the East Coast, or vice versa, and you have that car and you have a road that goes from one side of the country to the other, and you hit go, and the car dial is on 0, and you put the pedal to the metal, that car is going to get to the other side of the country. However, if you tweak that wheel 1 degree to the right or to the left, what's going to happen? You're going to end up in a completely different place. That's what the 1 Degree Shift is all about. It's about truly shifting just enough to where it's not yet out of your comfort zone, but it's doing something just a little bit different that you're going to get a different result. And that's the thing that we were talking about earlier when we were talking about habits, is when you have the same habits, you're going to get the same results. That's it. However, when you change what you're doing, you're going to get different results. It's a game changer. Game changer. So, what questions do you guys have for me about the 1 Degree Shift, about the decluttering event, about the podcast, about me not doing videos on here all the time? Let me know, because I want to answer your questions. And Samantha, thank you very much for ordering my book. Yay, that means so much to me. I love it. I hope you love it. I hope you enjoy it. So good. This is my baby. So good. And like I said, not everything is in this book. We're going to, on the 5th anniversary edition, we're going to really release a lot more. So I'm excited about it. All right, I'm going to refresh my page just to make sure I'm seeing all the comments, because sometimes Facebook hides some of the comments, which it just happens. So, let me see. Nicole said, dang, I love that you're still excelling at life. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, that's just the thing. Like, even my closest friends and family members still kind of chuckle because like when we're out doing stuff, I'm like, oh my God, look at that little bird, or I'm like, oh my God, look at that flower, and I'm just like, I just can't help it. I geek out for like the littlest things. Oh my gosh. But I mean, life is really exciting, and I want that same essence for you. I want you to have that same excitement for life. And like I said, the 1 degree shift is where it's at. The 1 degree shift is, and like I said before, like over the last several months, especially over like the last 6 months, well, all of it, I pretty much burned my business to the ground, and am really shifting to focus even more succinctly with where my heart is at. And Nicole, she's like, I've had your Sabbat book for a long time. Yes, long time viewer. So you've seen the evolutions of my business, and pretty much I think my messaging has always stayed the same. It's like, if something rings true for you, go for it. Like, hell yeah, do it. If it doesn't ring true, sit with it and shift it. Sit with it and just say, okay, why doesn't this ring true for me? What's going on here? What would feel more authentic? What would feel more aligned for me to do? What aligned action would actually feel good for me? And that's just the thing, is like, I've literally been teaching the same thing forever. And so allowing myself to really focus my website energies. Like I said, I've got 2 websites now, energycords.com, florasage.com. Energycords.com is the woo-woo stuff. Florasage.com is the 1 degree shift tribe and the Mastermind Mafia. So, I mean, really give yourself permission to just be like, you know, am I happy with my life? Am I feeling stuck? And if so, this is your opportunity to join me on Saturday. Not this Saturday, but next Saturday for 6 hours. I will help you declutter either one space of your home or many spaces in your home. And if you want to join the 1 degree shift tribe, if the VIPs automatically get added to it. But I mean, if you really are looking for some ongoing coaching, join the 1 degree shift tribe. Because that's, like I said, I mean, you get access with me pretty much 24/7 with our group Voxer and the Facebook group and all the events that we do, and it's only $97. And like I said, for what you get, it's crazy. Like, you get all that time, plus the community, plus the support, plus all the resources, and you jump in wherever you're at, and you really allow yourself to just take responsibility for your life and take hold of your life and just say, you know what, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. I'm done feeling like I'm second best, and I'm done feeling like I keep doing something wrong. Because that's just the thing. And that's one of the things that I hear so often is people feel overwhelmed and frustrated because they're not farther along in life than where they think that they should be. And so I'm going to help you figure it out. I promise. It's exciting. Hi, Ronnie. Yay. Ronnie and I have been friends for a long time. We actually shared an apartment together in high school. Just a little fun fact. Woohoo. Nicole said, I'm on disability, so I have to figure out how to do this. Woohoo. Yes. Well, the cool thing about the decluttering day is that's going to pay for itself right out of the gate, because all the stuff that you declutter, not all of it, but some of it, you can sell on Marketplace and make your $89 back like within the next couple days after that. So, or even that day. So that's exciting. I love it. And that's how actually one of the members pays for her membership, is as she declutters, she sells her stuff and she uses that for her membership fee. So, oh my God, this is so me. Ding, 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 right? I love it. Yes, so freaking good. So good. So good. I love it. Viviana, I'm so sorry, I'm not pronouncing your name correctly. Hey Flora, sorry I popped in so late. Can't wait to rewatch. Yes. Okay, I love you guys. That is all for now. Please let me know if you have any questions. If you're watching the replay and you have a question, post your question. Make sure that you tag me so that I see that you have asked a question. Or if you want, you can send me a private message. I look at those, and yeah, so I love you guys. Like I said, this is not goodbye. This is just, I'm just shifting. So I'm not going to come live on here every week. And I'm going to do a podcast, which a lot of you have been asking for forever, and I'm finally doing it. If you're on TikTok, you've hopefully found me in Flora Sage Official on TikTok. I'm at Flora Sage Official on Instagram. If you're not on my newsletter list, jump on the newsletter. Click any of the links in the comments, jump on there. And yeah, and also, like I said, I would love if you would allow me to support you on Saturday, August 14th for our decluttering 6-hour VIP day. It's gonna be freaking epic. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I can't even stand it. I am so freaking excited. So good. And then also, like I said, you're always welcome in the 1 Degree Shift Tribe. The people there are incredible. Changes, shifts happen every single week. And like I said, these people are not doing giant, massive action. They're just taking little one baby tiny shifts. And the cool thing about taking tiny shifts is all of a sudden, kind of like the straw that broke the camel's back, all of a sudden there's like a tiny shift that they do that all of a sudden is the tipping point to them getting what they want and what they wanted for a long time. And they're like, oh my God, Flora, this is awesome. And they're just like, mind blown. And they're like, holy shit, And that's what I want for you. Like, I want you to have access to a community of people who are all committing to taking one baby shift. And that's just the thing too. A baby shift sometimes is a mindset shift. Sometimes it's just being aware of an old habit, or just being aware of something that you've never been aware of before. And you're like, oh, wow, how did I miss this before? And just that realization sets you onto a completely different path, which is so freaking awesome. It's so good. And like I said, you can celebrate with people in Boxer. You can celebrate with me in the Facebook group during our coaching. I love it. So, all right, I love you guys. I hope this serves you. And hopefully I will see you either in the 1 Degree Shift Tribe or in our decluttering VIP day on August 14th. All right, I love you guys, and I will see you soon.